Oops, the microphone was not. Good morning. So many downloads today. So much going through my mind. I guess my job is to share experience. And just before I turned to the camera, I was like, I should pull a card. And still in my hand, we got, it's upside down. No, we got the world. And then I didn't even get to push record. It just started for me. So I guess we're here, right? Where to begin, right? It's funny how when we're walking or smoking a cigarette or driving and we're doing something, but we're not doing something, then the mind flows easily. Like somebody I admire that does scribble readings. Uh, and I guess, that's one of the things behind many who do tarot readings. It's something to do with the hands. And then whenever you see something, uh, then it gives you another piece, but then, the piece of what, and so then it helps the conversation carry forward at the same time as breaking it up. Because, like, for instance, when you're driving, or say when you're upset, right, and you have a point, and the point is this person did me wrong, okay, but then you're driving and the mind starts going and it goes, and then it just rambles too much, right? And then after then you've traveled 50 miles and you didn't really get anywhere at the same time as if your mind's done uh being pissed off or whatever, then you're like, oh fuck, where am I? Oh shit, I'm this far from home. Now I gotta turn around and drive back. I just want to go to bed now. Excuse me, still getting over the hell of sickness. It seems a lot of people have it, and the thing that carries on the longest is the cough. Airborne toxic event comes to mind. I guess the first thing I want to talk about today is like relationships and how challenging they are with ourselves and with our family, with our spouse or our kids, and it's always this tug of war with two ropes and two teams, but there's no teams and there's four ends of it, and I guess that's why they cornered the world. Like, okay, there's four corners of the map. We'll just stop there. Nobody knows. Well, we're all. This is where you are. If you want to put a point on, okay, you are here, but nah. It doesn't matter. If it matters to you, then okay, good. Now you can go on. And dating can be the most difficult, but it's the easiest part, right? Because you're you, they're them, and it can go right, it can go wrong. You don't have to call each other tomorrow, um, you know, and you can judge the other person, or they can judge you, and you don't really know each other, so you're both full of shit. And who fucking cares? Um, that's the easy best part, right? And in a way, I think it should always kind of stay at that point. In the long run, the problem, it ends up on the other end of things, where then you're married, and then you forget it's just the same. You're like, we can argue about whatever. You didn't put this in the dishwasher, or, I thought you were gonna quit smoking. And I saw that there was just some cigarettes out by the back. By the back door, I told you if you start smoking again, I'm gonna leave you. Well, then why'd you come find me and tell me about it, huh? What are the red and green flags in relationship? Uh, if everything's agreeing, right? That's a red flag because there's gonna be something coming up that you know ain't gonna like, even if it's the distance of when you know you're at work or you know you get too cozy. And if there's all these red flags, oh shit, there must be something really good about this person. I don't know how they're still alive. And what I was thinking about is um, how, for instance, you're ready for a date, right? You know, like for instance, oh God, you know, I'm a smoker, but I don't know if she smokes or if she cares. And the weird thing is, almost every woman that I've been married to, actually every single one didn't really smoke and they didn't care. See, love is, I mean, well, it didn't work out, but when it's the moment of love, it doesn't matter. But getting ready for a date, like, oh shit, I'll put on a patch. I'll do whatever I have to. If it's gonna be if we're going to the carnival or something, I'll be with her all fucking day, and I gotta hide this because it's about the other person, and I want this to go right. At the same time, what made me think of is when a woman's on her period. You know, that comes and goes. It comes and goes, and even you know, and it could start at any time. She's like, "Oh, we're doing good," and all of a sudden, oh, then you're like, "What's wrong?" Nothing. I gotta go to the bathroom. And then she doesn't have anything with her, and all of a sudden, I gotta go home. I gotta go home, and she didn't want to tell you, and you're like, "What did I do? Oh my god! Oh shit! Was it this? Was it that? Oh fuck! Oh, I ruined the relationship." Uh, and she just said, you don't even know what the fuck it is. Or the fact that the whole time, as long as it did, like, she can be cool about the date and the relationship until it starts going that direction. And it's just, no, to redirect. And then you're like, what the fuck is going on here? And everything's going good. And all of a sudden, now something shady's going on. Has she seen somebody else? So communication is really important. At the same time as soon as you tell somebody something, and they're like, aha, yeah, I can't stand for that. Whatever. Well, it's not about the sex. Yeah, well, it's not about the cigarettes. Hmm. I got a pimple on my forehead. Oh my God. I can't even see it when I'm not looking in the mirror, but all day long, I'm going to be insecure about it. And everybody can see it, but at the same time, what the fuck difference does it make? We know who each other is or we don't, you know? And, and all of us are trapped at this, the lion and the lamb. They were all confident and everything. And then that can look one way or another, especially if we think about how other people see it. And then all of a sudden, oh fuck, backtrack. Like for instance, say you're trying to be a boxer, and then people find out about that, and then other people want to come up and test you. But you didn't train to fucking fight people outside the ring. And sure, you can protect yourself better now, but it doesn't matter because if they know you can protect yourself, they're gonna. If they really wanted to fucking test you, they come with more than one. And so, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? I mean, it sucks, right? And then, whenever you're insecure, then all of a sudden, like at some point, Like, you can't just die in a corner. I mean, you can, but then the lamb turns into the lion. You're like, ah, fuck it all. I gotta fight back. But then you get to the end of that, and you're like, oh god, I need to shrink. And I think that's where every person's um, me is. It's the battle of the self. How each of us have to hold it at the same time as it's always going to be like the stock market. It's going to be like the sine wave. It's going to be up and down as every relationship, as every day. And sometimes you can see it, and sometimes you can't, like the sun going around the earth. And just because, some people, like for instance, when we're at work, might only see one side of us. And then we hide a different part of ourselves away. And then we're at home and we can be ourselves. Then it's like we're someone else because that's not allowed, the place where we have to go and be with everybody else. Being a human being is challenging. In a relationship, well, it always starts with the self. And if it starts with the self, where do we get our self from? Our sense of self. We got it from everyone else. And spending time alone, doing what we do, and then seeing how people judge that or accept it. And then dealing with all different kinds of people in all different kinds of places. And then at the same time from the internet, which God knows what we gain from it and how that reflects upon the things we've learned and the situations we've been in, especially if it's alien to our sense of nature, which gives it a greater pull or push. We don't want anything to do with that. It's too scary. It's too different. Or, oh, yeah, I'm sick of the world I'm in. That's what I want. I'd rather have that than what I got. The world. See what's on this card from the Lord of the Rings deck, which is also a card game from the same deck. How convenient. Middle Earth, where the lives, or where we live our lives. Isn't that strange how live and the plural of it is pronounced differently, but it's the same word? Like a lie. Oh, is that to be on the ground? Or is that to not tell the truth? Where we live our lives. And in the West, the blessed realm. What I find interesting about this card is, sorry it's mirrored, but the image is still the same. It's called Middle Earth, right? And Middle Earth, what is it? It looks like the whole world is the continent, or it's two continents because you can't see the back. And you just got a river, which is the entire ocean. So what's Middle Earth if it's all been split up like that? And underneath that, we got I don't know if it was right side or upside down, but this kind of goes along with that. It's the opposing and how we're working this out together. We got the lovers. We got Aragorn and Arwen embracing each other and a pair of hearts over them. What's this here? Is this it's a bird. I don't know what kind of bird that is. I know it's not a blue-footed booby. It's got two butterflies underneath of it. Which, if a butterfly is a symbol of rebirth, right? That it seems as though everything is one thing and then it's another. Like you say, you got a rock. Well, what could it be other than a rock? We can split it open and you find, well, it's still a rock, but now it's two rocks. Or maybe it's a fossil. Now it's not just a rock. Now it's worth something. Or you beat it down with a hammer and now it's not a rock. Now it's a bunch of dust, a bunch of pebbles. In life, for a human being, is like that and not at all. Because every rebirth is a change and it's not a change. Because we have to still live out our same life. Like, say you get in a car accident, you lose your arm. Well, shit, that's a hell of a rebirth. It's going to be a big difference, but you're still the same person and you still got the same body and you still have the same history. So everything changes and nothing changes. But then at the same time, there's this evolution that goes on in the process. So two butterflies, I think, really signifies the evolution of balancing a mind and a body, a spirit. Aragorn is reunited with his love, the Lady Arwen. We got the four coins with their loves building. The great tree of Lorien unites the free peoples. It looks like it has four roses, but they're just like seals. I don't know what this symbol's called, but it's like a lock and a key and a maze. I don't know if you could see that very well. It's like, I don't know if I can make this clear up. Anyway, it reminds me of Chinese patterns of how the lacework just goes into itself. I think of it as like a symbol of becoming. The symbols throughout time, I find, and the way the mind is so challenging because, say, you create a symbol of freedom, but you saw it in your mind, and that was freedom. Was your higher self showing you that that's the symbol of you? And when you give it to others, now all of a sudden, now you chain everybody to that symbol. Now they're all slaves to you by getting that freedom, or are you slave to them? And so then the wise saw that happening. And then they're like, oh shit, we got to turn it inside out. Now we got to break it up. Now we got to hide it. Now we got to put it inside something else. Oh, fuck. And then now we're going to put it out. Oh, damn it. Okay, no symbols. Nobody's allowed to read or write. That's not working either. Fuck. Okay, everybody has to learn to read or write, but there's only one way to do it. Now everybody's equal. What are you doing being creative? Off with his head. Oh no, wait. There's our new king. Yes. Now you'll be the one to show everybody how to do it a new way. We can blame him. Or then after he's dead, now we can go, oh, see, that didn't work. You don't want to be like him. Might as well just stick to what we told you to do. Who's we, right? That's why each has to follow our hearts, and mind is everything that's challenging. And the sex drive, whatever that is, drives everything. And then, but just like when you're traveling a long distance, right? You're like, I want to go for a road trip. Yeah, it's fun for a little while. And then you're like, oh my God, I just wish we'd get there. Isn't that weird? How you want like sex to last forever, you know? But then you're like, I'm bored with this body. I'm bored with this trip. Are you satisfied? Am I satisfied? I don't know. I don't know. Should we just quit? Like in the middle of the trip? I mean, or do we really have to go to the end? Is it disrespectful or are we being respectful? Are we not supposed to talk about it, or is it best that we're talking during sex? You know, all these things come about. You really wanted it. Then when you're there, then you're self-conscious. Or you're not self-conscious. And then the other person's like, hey, you weren't paying attention to me. You're paying attention to me too much. You're freaking me out. Stop. And then, then you get to the destination. You're like, she's like, I go clean up. Like, I think I want to go play the Xbox. I want a sandwich. You see her walk out of the bathroom. You're like, hey. She's like, what? What are you doing? We go again. And it's always this tug of war of running away and coming back. And I was there. I was leaving. It's always awkward. And the mind really gets in the way. At the same time as relationship is just, you have to have all this experience together and apart to really be comfortable with each other and to know, you know, that it's never going to get any better with anybody else. That's the message for now.